The prelude today is called The Rainbow Connection, which was a song written for the Muppet movie in the 70s, I think. I don't think I'm going to be doing my Kermit the Frog impression, but sing along if you know it, and maybe there will be a little bit of Kermit. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know that they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish will be heard and answered when wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed him. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing and keeps us stargazing? What do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Are these the sweet sounds that called the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Da, 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 da.
Thank you, Michael, and welcome everyone. Today we are lucky and I'm happy to be introducing Reverend Liana Rowe, who is one of us and who hails from today, I think Phoenix. Are you in Phoenix today? Yep. And she will be bringing the message. But a lot of this service is her contribution in terms of prayers, in terms of song suggestions, And the Rainbow Connection was a special request, which you'll get in a second. So welcome. And this is Taos United Community Church, where if you have walked through the door, you are welcome here, no matter who you are or where you are on your faith journey. We want to welcome you in the warmest possible way, and we hope that you like it here too. Okay, so are there any announcements today? Hearing none. Okay, I'm going to ask you to take a comfortable seat, maybe close your eyes if you feel safe enough to do that in this place. And we breathe in the yearning in our heart and breathe out all the people that we want to have this special thing. We breathe in the love and we breathe out the love. Our opening prayer is the Apache blessing. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the rain wash away your worries. May the breeze blow new strength into your being. May you walk gently through the world and know its beauty all the days of your life. And this morning, we're going to light the candles. We're going to bring our prayers, our intentions in our hearts, and we're going to light them and put the candles in the sand. And as we do so, we join together in having those prayers, those things that are in our hearts, those people that we carry. We join together. And while we do that today, Michael is going to sing Into the Mystic, and we can join along. It is number 'Into the Mystic. It's early on.
20.
Number 20.
We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. Yeah, the bonnie boat was one, and we sailed into the mystic. Hark now, hear the sailors cry. Smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. And that foghorn blows, I will be coming home. Yes, when that foghorn whistle blows, I wanna hear it, don't have to fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. And together we will float into the mystic. when that foghorn blows, you know I will be coming home. Said when the lonesome foghorn whistle blows, I wanna hear it, don't have to fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. And magnificently we will flow into the mystic. Too late to stop now.
Good morning, townies and zoomies. Today's reading is from the book of Genesis, chapter 9, verses 8 through 17. Then God said to Noah and to his sons with him, "As for me, I'm establishing my covenant with you and your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the domestic animals, and every animal of the earth with you, as many as came out of the ark. I establish my covenant with you, that never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of a flood, and never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth." God said, "This is the sign of the covenant that I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for all future generations. I have set my bow in the clouds, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth and the bow is seen in the clouds, I will remember my covenant that is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. When the bow is in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth." God said to Noah, "This is the sign of the covenant that I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth." The word of the Lord.
Good morning. I'm reading a poem by a poetess who lives in India. Her name is Bharati Nayak, and this is her poem. She entitled it Humanity. 7 colors of rainbow make one color, white. Many trees together make one forest. Millions of molecules join to make one cloud. All countries and all continents make one world. All people of all countries make one humanity. O children, you are like many colored flowers blooming in a garden. Your laughter is sweet song of birds. Your smile is fragrance spreading in the breeze. Your heart is as pure as color white. You represent energy and liveliness of a forest. You are like drops of water, making the ocean of humanity. Oh dears, the fate of the beautiful earth lies in your hands. Please keep it in your hearts. Care.
Thank you, readers. Janet, you did such a beautiful job with that. And isn't this one of the most well-known and most beloved stories from the Hebrew scriptures? Everybody knows about Noah and the rainbow. Anyway, I love that Sherry anchored our pivot point last week from the Epiphany season into the Lenten season with the concept of light. The Epiphany season speaks to us about Jesus the person, his ministry, his community. Lent can be a time of getting to know more about how Jesus lived into his call to be present to God's people and what that means in our own lives, especially in the face of empire. Last week, we breathed in the light. This week, I invite us to look at light from a different perspective. Who isn't awestruck when they see a rainbow? I know it makes me catch my breath every single time. Even more so when it's a full arc in brilliant Roy G. Biv display, or even a double rainbow. What a magical phenomenon to witness. Hebrew scholars suggest that in Noah's time, many cultures interpreted celestial phenomena like stars and rainbows as omens or reminders. For example, Mesopotamian lore tells the story of the warrior god Marduk defeating the sea monster Tiamat, and the high god Anu placed a bright, bright star to elevate Marduk to king of the gods and to commemorate Marduk's victory. Many people think this is the star we know today as Sirius. In some Chinese folklore, rainbows are associated with renewal, change, and transformation. They represent the cyclical nature of life, symbolizing the transition from one phase to another, or the resolution of conflicts and the emergence of harmony. In the Genesis text, God promises Noah that the bow in the clouds will always be a reminder to God's self of a covenant. However, again relying on Hebrew scholarship, notice that the rainbow is only half a circle, half the covenant. Covenants are never one-sided. The rainbow, as a sign of this covenant, will explicitly remind God of their promise, but it also has implicit meanings to the covenant's other partners. Yes, partners, plural, because the text includes all of the sentient beings. When humans see the rainbow, they are reassured that God will remember the covenant and keep their promise. And humans must necessarily be reminded of their part in the deal, a call to care for all of creation as sacred. I discovered in my prep for today, I had no idea people thought this way, and I still can't figure out why, that some very conservative Christian traditions hold that our LGBTQ brothers and sisters and thems have stolen their rainbow and they want it back. I cannot imagine us claiming ownership of a rainbow. Many years ago, I belonged to a church that engaged in a long discernment over the United Church of Christ designation as open and affirming. We didn't have to go through that at Taos. We started our congregation that way because that's who we are as a congregation. When the other congregation voted to be designated as open and affirming, over 70 people left the church. I was so sad about that. I thought, look at all the wonderful gifts being shared in our midst by people who reflect every expression of the human rainbow. I'm sad that those folks who left are missing out on this richness. The rainbow means many things to many people. It could be a visual sign of the covenant between God and all living creatures, a glittering and mysterious bridge between sky and earth. It could be a sign of peace, reconciliation, and the eternity of moral law. Not the moral law born of a flimsy legalistic interpretation of a handful of passages in the Bible, but the moral law born of the expansive hope that comes from being a full covenant partner with God and all of creation. A clergy colleague of mine shares this. Nothing can separate you from God's love. You cannot do anything to earn it. It cannot be revoked, not by people doing you wrong, not by you being raggedy, not by sin, not by death. There is more to you than what you see. There is more to the rainbow circle that we can't see. Okay, I added that part. There is more to God's love than what you know. A rainbow is not just a symphony of colors sent to calm the storm in our souls. It is a talk with God, a mysterious, miraculous conversation with God, heart to heart, the very heart of God saying to our hearts, I remember I am your God. Be my walking rainbows so that the whole world will know to whom you belong. We know from modern science that the only time we can see a rainbow is to turn away from the light source so it can reflect back the light in myriad colors. The passing rain absorbs the light projected on it and creates a celestial prism capturing our imagination. What if we carry Sherry's suggestion from last week of breathing in the light, and then we are the light shining on the rain? What if every person, every living creature carries a light within that can create such magic out of the storms that swirl around us? I love the notion that we could all be a source of light shining out into creation, and all of humanity diffuses the light into the brilliant rainbow. What if that is our reminder to honor God's promise? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and all of us. Let us all be lovers and dreamers together on a path to live into our rainbow connection with God's promise. Amen and blessed be.